So, welcome to our episode of scheduling your annual physicals.
Yeah, you knew it was coming. We're in a new year and we're on the train of trying to do everything right. And I think it's a very important topic to get your annual wellness check, as they call it on base.
Yes. I feel like when it's a new year, so obviously people have either set goals, New Year resolutions. I like to pick challenges for myself, only because I feel that, with a challenge, I like to be competitive with myself. Goals, I think sometimes people set goals that are unattainable. So you want to set a goal that's attainable or sustainable, I should say. Realistic for one. A lot of people will set a year goal. I like to be short term with my challenges, like a simple challenge that I know I'm going to win. And I like to look at it as a win instead of a goal or being how do you want to say it? Like unrealistic.
Yeah.
Or New Year's resolutions for me, I know people love doing them, but for me, I'm just like, I like to, like I said, I like to challenge myself because I like to be competitive, and I feel like that's more of a growth.
Yeah. So you're lumping an annual physical into your goals?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like at the beginning of the year, why not? Why not know where we are health-wise?
Yeah, because if we're charging into the new year and possibly doing new workouts, new health challenges, you really can't jump right in until you kind of know where you're at health-wise. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, hey, we feel like we're healthy on the outside, like we're, eating healthy, we're exercising. Maybe see where we are at physically on the inside. Like, what is my heart still ticking the right way? We don't really know other than, hey, my beats per minute look like it's, great.
You're right on track.
You're right on track, but
I think healthcare in general, though, we're not preemptive, but the rules aren't written that way for insurance and whatnot. So we tend to not find out something's wrong with our heart until we're in severe pain or some other symptom has come up. So how do you attack that?
Yeah. And so what are some of the ways or reasons why women, especially women over 40, should get an annual physical?
Yeah, I mean, definitely menopause, the thought of menopause coming on, whether you're peri, full-fledged, I don't know what the word is for when you're in it, and then post.
Yeah.
So I mentioned functional wellness is a route I've taken. I'm still new to it, but we found that one of my tests shows that I'm in postmenopause, which actually isn't the case. Because
I wish you were.
I know. I was like, that's promising. But unless we would have done the blood work and the hormone testing, I wouldn't have known that this one reads this way and that this other one reads that I'm maybe peri, but like they aren't meeting in the middle. Like we have to find that balance with vitamins or whatever. But if we get that balanced out, then when I am trying to go gung ho at the gym, at my trainer for strength training, then I know if I should be tweaking, how I'm approaching that. Should I be squatting, deadlifting like I've been? I'm also going to go to physical therapy for some pelvic floor stuff that actually will help issues I'm having with my sacrum, IT band, all that. I had no idea. I thought it was just going to be for like some bladder issues, which is also very common at our age. Anybody that's had children, we tend to have really messed up bladders by the time we hit this age. And I think the annual checkup just it gives you a baseline for one.
Yeah.
So they know, where you're at, and the year later, I missed my mammogram last year. So I had it in 25. I missed it in 24, and they found a cyst. It's totally fine. They don't need to do anything about it. But I just went 1 year without staying up with it.
Yeah.
So, and you have that little scare because they're like, you need to come back for an ultrasound and see we saw something kind of thing. And, I think everybody's been there, cancer wise, breast cancer,
Yeah.
ovarian, cervical, there's so much, but trying to get the right testing ordered within the means of the realm of what they're allowed to refer you for. Most of the time, it's usually after the fact, unfortunately, but the most you can get out of, working with your doctor and advocating for yourself, I think you're way ahead of the game. And I think it is a necessary tool.
Yeah. Because you do want to see where your cholesterol level is. When you do get your blood work, again, that's part of the, annual exam or physical. But you want to know where you stand in certain areas, your blood sugar levels, your cholesterol levels, your cardio, making sure your heart's ticking, 100% and not, 60%. How do we know these things unless we do get these tests done?
Yeah, I think too, like with blood sugar, like you're saying, you find out your A1C is really high and you're pre-diabetic. You may not have ever known that.
Yeah.
Or would not have known that. And so that you can't make a change.
Yeah.
Without, or I found out I have plenty of vitamin D. So I don't need to supplement as much as I was, just kind of blindly supplementing. I was just assuming after sleeve that, that was something that was depleted.
Yeah.
And I was trying to, stay on top of that. And without the blood work, I wouldn't have known, okay, let's change gears. You actually need, I'm really low on iodine, and things like that, testosterone.
Yeah.
So
your iron, all that, it's so important to know, having this this physical is very important. It's, part, even the mammogram, like how often do we just ignore going because we don't like the boobs being
smushed. Yeah.
Come on, ladies, we need to get our boobs smushed this month. Get that on the schedule.
Definitely.
Get that, exam, even the pap smear. It's so awful, but let's get it done.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I was trying to think of a good analogy, like, your car doesn't run without gas. How do you know how to function throughout the day if you don't know what you need and don't know, like the map of your, the physical kind of helps you write your story.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of goofy, but I was trying to think of a really good one. That's all I came up with, a car and a map of your body.
You dread going, but hey, you get a good dose of where you are at weight wise. Your doctor's going to suggest all kinds of things to do to maintain either your weight or, how you can lose a few pounds. Talk to your doctor about these things. Even if you have to be referred to a nutritionist, it's really hard getting advice from, people have all kinds of ways in what they did, to lose their weight, and that's great. That's great for support, but really your doctor can refer you to, a professional to get you where you want to be as far as, being on a diet or watching what you eat. And yeah, we've had simple ways that we've lost weight, trying not to be restrictive because there's so many diets out there. And, I just feel when you're, with your doctor, make it personal. Get the answers to the questions you have about, your body and, all the tests that you need to have to make sure that you have a peace of mind at the end of the day.
Yeah, and don't be afraid, especially use your doctor, get personal, bring up things that are even embarrassing to talk about, write it down, don't, because you might forget when you get in there, like me.
Yeah.
But something as simple as a little shoulder pain, if you didn't bring it up, they can't take the notes. And when you need shoulder replacement 2 years down the line, you didn't suffer that whole 2 years. I mean, you just have to advocate for yourself. And, again, if you're trying to lose weight, you've come to this show, podcast, whatever. What are we doing here? Because you want to keep going, you want to achieve that goal. You're seeking the help anyway. Why not seek it there as well? And just do that extra thing for yourself to make sure you have all the diagnoses, to educate yourself. Because obviously then when you find out there is anything, you can do that research and take it from there. Like I said, it writes your story. You don't know what you don't know. And you can't really live aloof like that forever. And again, I think, we're all like-minded people here. Our goal was to lose weight for some reason or another. We're hoping it was for the reason of just being healthy and longevity. And because of that, this just goes in line with that.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna have goals and resolutions or challenges, like let this physical be one of them. And, ask the questions and get the answers so you have a peace of mind while you're, setting yourself up for a new vision of yourself this year.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy. It's not easy making that phone call to get your physical.
Well, that's the other hard part is, I think too, you were saying in another episode, it's easy to just say, oh, I've already been bad, I'm just going to keep being bad. I think you can talk yourself out of booking the appointment because you're like, okay, I know it's going to take 45 minutes to get this accomplished. And then it's going to be 3 months out. And then it's just going to be 3 more months of, going places because they referred you somewhere. You don't have to do it. Just because I was referred for pelvic floor therapy 2 years ago doesn't mean I canceled it. I didn't understand it. I didn't know what it was for. I didn't do the research, and I just thought it was something really wonky. What the heck? And I decided I took a pill. I went to another specialist and they prescribed a pill. So there were other avenues for me for bladder issues, but I think we do kind of, I don't want to say self-defeat, but we put the cart before the horse and say, this is just going to be madness.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make that call today. I don't have time. And, before you know it, you're going to be in March or April.
Yeah.
And not in where you're at.
Or it's like, oh, I feel so great. I don't need to go to the doctor for a physical. I'm, eating healthy. I'm losing the weight. I'm keeping it off. I'm exercising. Like, I'm on top of the world. And then all of a sudden, like, oh my gosh, like, I got this like little sharp pain going on. Oh, and then you chalk it up to, it was because I worked out and I did, bench press or something. And just, it's just a muscle that's pulled, and you make all these excuses.
Yeah, no, that's true. Maybe think of something. Another issue with menopause, losing your train of thought and brain fog. Stay tuned for that episode.
Yes. I feel, not only you're starting a new year, start it off right, get your physical, and the other one I was going to suggest is make a dental appointment.
Oh yeah, I don't know if it's just our insurance, but we get teeth cleanings now every 6 months. It's not even annually.
Yeah, and twice a year we
Yeah.
get it. Yeah,
But I think there are plenty of people out there that just don't go to the dentist.
yeah.
Which I think I wouldn't feel right. I don't know.
So I have my appointments Monday. So
Yeah.
hey, I do have my dental appointment, but I do need to make my physical.
And vision. I think a
Yeah.
lot of people avoid going to the eye doctor. It is an expense, but it's also, I think it's a necessity.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I guess apply it to, if you do always see your eye doctor and your dentist, why don't you do your annual physical? We could flip it that way for you to put it into perspective.
Yeah, I feel like it's a new year. Get these things done. They are important regardless of how much you want to put it off or you dread it. I know a million people that hate going to the dentist. And you know, for example, my daughter hadn't been to the dentist since she was in high school.
Oh my, she's gonna be mad at you for talking.
I know. Sorry, Jen. And then she showed up at the dentist office. She had to have like 2 root canals. Yeah, it was awful for her. Yeah. And I said, this is why you go twice a year and get your teeth cleaned. I know for a fact, last time I went to the dentist, I do have like a chipped tooth that I was supposed to go back and have it fixed, and I didn't go. So now I'm gonna get yelled at when I go on Monday to get this tooth fixed.
6 months, like that soon.
I know.
See, that's how busy we get. We get it, people.
Yeah.
We're with you. I
Yep.
mean, this is a journey. And again, wait, there's more. That's life. Like there's so much more to weight loss than just trying to lose weight. It's trying to navigate your life. It's trying to remember to go to the dentist and the eye doctor and get your physical. And then, I mean, if you're like me, you're also managing that for your children, no matter what age they are. Mine are both over 18.
Yeah.
And they have to fill out special paperwork so that I can help them do that. When I call to make an appointment, I have to be on their approved list. And yes, they did fill out that paperwork so that I could, which is just funny to me. I feel like I was so on my own when I went off to college.
I was to say now, I can't help you. You are 18.
Yeah. I mean, whatever avenue you want to take on that, I get teased for my parenting.
That's okay.
But I'd still keep in mind that there will be a day I won't be doing that.
Yes.
And I'm just going to revel in the moments that I have. You know, what works for you, you know, no judgment here.
Yes. And trust me, like I feel like with you, and I would probably be the same way, you know, it's getting done.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So there's that whole, if you want it done right, do it yourself.
Yeah.
I made that in parenting. Maybe that isn't true. I tend to step in and take over, and my son has allowed me to do that, to where I've never seen him. I mean, if he brings a dish to the sink, I'd like throw confetti in the air and like ask him when we can have a party, you know, and he's like, if you weren't here, I would do it. So when I go on work trips, yeah, it magically gets done. And it's like, how come you just don't do that all the time? But anyway.
Because they know mom can do it.
Yeah, but my point with that being is just that, you know, we titled this podcast, Wait, There's More, because we understand that there is just so much in life that gets in the way and kept us from our goal of losing weight.
Yeah.
I mean, why did it take, you know, till age 50? Yeah. 50, 51 for me to do that. You know, I wasn't admitting defeat. I was just done. I felt like I had tried every avenue, but, you know, again, mindset, you know, I would not have been able to do this in my 20s and 30s, or I don't think I would have kept it off.
Yeah.
Keep going. That's a challenge in and of itself. Is this, you know, aftermath after the holidays, aftermath after the surgery, or however you've lost your weight, or just dealing with the process of being in a weight loss state of mind. And it's hard. It's hard parenting and working and keeping up your household, and then still telling yourself at the end of the day you're worth good health.
Yeah.
So that's why we're here for you.
Yeah.
We wish we had that. So again, I think the reason Sue and I want to be here for you is because we felt we didn't have that support outside of family support. Or I mean, you were obviously getting some support.
I honestly believe that. Like I feel I watch these women struggling now. They don't have, it's like you get the surgery, you have your follow-up appointments, you know, your 2 months, 6 month, 8 month, year month, or whatever. And then that's it. Like there's nobody to guide you when you're struggling.
Because I feel like this is the really hard part now.
Yeah.
It is the after surgery, or after weight loss in general. Yeah, so we're hoping that, you know, you find this just a place you can come and kind of commiserate. And, you know, aside from us sounding like we're on a soapbox about getting your physical, it's just a topic. We want to address a topic every episode, but we want this to be real talk, real comfortable for everybody. And,
yeah,
you know, we just
relatable.
Yeah, we want to be relatable, and just want you to know that we're going through this with you because we have gone through it, are going through it, and we know that there's still work ahead, and we just want to do the work together and talk it out and take your suggestions. We're watching for your comments, and then we're going to tell you whatever we've been through. So yeah, I just went through that gamut of blood work and hormone testing and starting some new vitamins, and this is just another tool I'm trying with the functional wellness route, and I'll keep you posted, you know, just to see if I can do something a little different to make this permanent, my lifestyle, my, you know, for longevity. And someday I will have grandkids, and I would like to crawl around on the floor with them and, you know, be a fun grandma. So I didn't think I could do that. In the past couple of years, I was afraid that wasn't going to happen because I knew I was going down, you know, the wrong path, health-wise. So, yeah, just let us know what you think. If there's anything you want to address, any tips and tricks that you might have, we'll try to pass them out as well. And,
Yeah, I think so. I think so. But what are you going to do when you get off of this podcast today? You're going to call your doctor and get your physical scheduled and maybe make a dentist appointment while you're at it.
Or call your mom or your dad,
or make a comment here that there's no way in hell that I'm going to make a physical call or set my physical up.
Oh yeah, do that. I challenge somebody to retort that way.
Yeah. Hey, we're just trying to look out for your health, right?
Absolutely. Truly. I mean, honestly, absolutely. We are here for you. We really do care about you. I mean, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
We know we got to a point where we feel we were valuable enough to take that step.
Yeah.
And we just want to hold your hand while you're finding your value as well. So,
and we're having fun.
Oh yes. We're having tons of fun. So, yeah, again, follow us on socials. Thank you so much for listening and being here. Hopefully something, you know, there was any takeaway. That's the goal. If we can help one person today, we're super stoked about it. So thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. And as usual, wait, there's more.